Stay-at-home mom divorces her husband and realizes that adulting is expensive. You play stupid games, and you typically win stupid prizes, bruv. Got a banger from Ace Nate. Let's get straight into it.
So I see women on this app like crashing out because of how horrible like their ex-husbands are, their baby dads are, just like ruining their life and just, you know, making their life so difficult. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so horrible what those women are going through. And now I'm one of them. I filed for divorce 2 months ago. I've been trying to look for an apartment, and the places that I'm looking at, I need to make 3 times the rent to be able to rent them. And unfortunately, with my job, I'm a CNA. I don't make 3 times the rent. So I need a child support order to be able to add to my income so I can meet the requirement. And I've been trying to get into some sort of settlement with my soon-to-be ex-husband on that. And basically, he is blackmailing me, I guess. He wants me to sign away all rights I have to his military retirement. He is in the Army. He has been in for 18 years. He'll be retiring in 2 years. And I've been married to him the entire time. So the retirement's a marital asset. So I am entitled to part of it.
The irony.
I don't know.
And all of this. I've actually reviewed a video of hers before. I could link it below if you want to go check it out, but I can just tell you, she's all about being Miss Independent. Telling women.
Oh, okay, so she's all about being Miss Independent, but now she wants that military check. Baby girl, it does not work like that. You do not get your cake and you do not get to eat it too. It's funny to me that these women will stay down for these men for 18 years, be with them for 20 years. Do you really think the grass is going to be greener? Like, do you really think the grass is going to be greener? Do you think that after 18 years of marriage, I think that's what she said, right? You got like an 18-year-old kid, something like that. Now you just want some of his retirement? You should have stayed with this man. Why are you divorcing him? Have you guys ever heard of this term? Dependopotamus? Have you guys ever heard of this term? I heard of this term in college when my buddy went to the military. It's basically when a dude goes to the military, he marries a chick, and then she becomes a big back. Big back, big back. She doesn't work. Big back that doesn't work. She becomes a dependopotamus. Seems like this woman is in the dependopotamus category. Therefore, she's looking for a bag now. It doesn't work like that. She doesn't even make enough to get an apartment. Even if the apartment is $1,000 a month, you can't make $3,000 a month. I'm not saying that $3,000 a month is like bare minimum. Some people make less. But even if you worked like a couple jobs of retail, I'm pretty sure you can make over $3,000 a month. Or maybe, am I insensitive in that, chat? Am I just disconnected from reality? I was in tech sales for a long time. But it took me a long time to get a six-figure salary. I didn't start getting a six-figure salary in sales until about 2 or 3 years ago. But, you know, salary is like guaranteed income, but then, you know, you work for the rest because it's all commission and stuff like that. But
divorce doesn't get shit done.
Been going back and forth and fighting about it, and I just can't take it anymore. I just want to leave. I just want to move out, and I just want to start my life over. So I offer to sign away
that filter is fighting for its life. Shots fired! Poor baby.
My right to the military retirement in return for spousal support and the entirety of the savings account that we have. I send the proposal to my lawyer and tell her this is what I'm proposing to do. And she comes back and says, well, this is a bad idea. And then she says, well, you could get a temporary order from the court for the child support, but that's going to cost you $4,000 in legal fees, and it may not be binding because it's only temporary, so you may not even be able to use that to really add.
I love it. I love it. Like, these women want to get divorced, but then when they start to realize how much money it actually costs, they're like, dang, I probably should have just stayed with my man. You want to get divorced, you want to get his bag, but women don't realize that divorce is not cheap. What do they say? Love is priceless, but divorce is 10 grand. Shots fired! You know what I mean? She's starting to realize it now. $3,500 retainer, $4 grand. There's a lot of paperwork, a lot of things that lawyers have to do. And the last time I checked, lawyers are charging pretty hefty hourly rates. It's not cheap to go get a lawyer. I mean, I've never had to get a lawyer, but especially for anything like, you know, marriage or anything like that. But they're not cheap. $3,500 for a retainer, and now they want more. And the thing is you could pay these lawyers all this money and still get nothing. It could happen, especially if she cheated. In some states, if you cheat, you don't get a penny, bro. If you can prove it, I wonder if Texas is one of those states. Actually, I don't know. But I don't get why these women are not okay with being a stay-at-home mom. Why not sit there and try to work it out with a man? That's why I think it's so important, chat, and put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think it's so important, chat, to have a religious hierarchy when it comes to getting married, because if you don't have that, don't get married, bro. Because there has to be some sense of duty to your husband and to each other under a religious hierarchy to want to stay with somebody. Because if not, women will just sacrifice their family for their happiness, whereas men sacrifice their happiness for their family. It sucks. It's truly sad. But this woman's probably, maybe she is Christian, but it seems like the relationship wasn't built off a religious hierarchy where she's like, okay, it's God, my man, then me. I can't divorce my man. A lot of these women just want to leave because they think the grass is always going to be greener, but then they look over the fence and it's just a scorched earth. Just dirt and weeds. Like, does she really think she's going to do better after being married to this man for 20 years? Really? Really? You really think you're going to go out there in the market and do better? Honey, trust me, I've seen enough videos. It's going to be way harder. Just work it out with your man. But back in my day, a man and a woman would be married and they'd work through their differences. They wouldn't even go to counseling. They would just talk like adults. We've lost our way. People don't talk anymore. People bottle things up. They let it fester. Men do this, but also women do this as well. Chat, put 1 in the chat if you've done this before. You've had a problem with your significant other. You've not brought it up. You've let it fester, and then one day you had a blow up. I've done it. Right here. Guilty as charged. Red-handed, buddy. I've done it. At the beginning of my relationship with Cass, I did that multiple times. Things would get on my nerves, but I'd be like, you know what? Just bottle it up. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. And then one day I would just be irate and just blow up. Just get mad. For no reason. She'd be like, whoa, this is coming out of left field. And it's because I hadn't talked about all these things. Now if I have an issue, I just bring it up immediately. Something happens, I'm like, hey, I don't like that. I felt disrespected. I don't appreciate that. She's like, oh, okay, understood. Because for men want respect, women want love. So if there's any point in a relationship where you're feeling disrespected, bring it up immediately. Don't sit there and bottle it up and try to be like, well, what's the best way I can craft this message? No, just bring it up. Talk to her about it. You can more than likely get over it right then, as opposed to bottling it up and then bringing it up later. Because that's what women do. Women will remember things. You guys probably had this happen to you. Put a 1 in the chat if you've had this happen to you. You have an argument with a woman and she brings up something that happened 6 months ago. You remember 6 months ago you held a door open for some lady. Yeah, she was in a wheelchair, dude. Like, they'll remember that stuff. Ladies, don't forget.
Add to your income. And she goes into this long thing, which I appreciate. I appreciate her telling me the legal stuff, because she's basically telling me you are an idiot to sign this away. And she does all the numbers, and the numbers don't make any sense. Basically, I'm giving away more to get less. She's basically trying to persuade me to kind of wait this out till the final order happens, because it will go in my favor if I can just wait it out. But I can't wait it out because I have to stay in the house with this person.
These women love.
Yeah, this person. I love how they try to dehumanize, like he's a stranger, this person. You were married to this man for a very long time. He is not just this person. He is your soon-to-be ex-husband. Why not just talk to him? Loki, what is the deal with people just not wanting to like talk through their differences? They would rather just get divorced and then try to jump back into another relationship. This is the insecurity that a lot of people have, modern women especially, where they think they can jump out of one relationship, get into another because he gives me the tingles. He makes me feel special. It doesn't work like that. This is not high school or middle school romance. This is real life. We're adults now. You're not going to get that tingling feeling when you're in your 40s. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer, That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Loki, free. Cass brushed him out this morning. He just got a haircut like, I think about a week and a half ago. A week ago. She brushed him out. She puts on some of that dry shampoo. I swear to Jeebers, dude. This kid has like more hair products than I do. Don't you think it's funny how with men's products and women's products, like men will have a 7-in-1? You know what I mean? It's toothpaste, it's body wash, it's a deodorant, it's shampoo. You can trim your nails with this. And with women, they have to have 50 different products. It's just pure proof of the insecurity that a lot of the makeup market and the aesthetic market can just sell to women. They can slang that stuff like snake oil in the Western era. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can just sell those insecurities to women. Men are like, bro, I don't care. Give me the 7-in-1. I use Gillette deodorant. What kind of deodorant do you guys use? You more of an Old Spice guy or more of a Gillette guy? Let me know. I know you guys be using something unless you be out there stanking, which I hope not.
Yesterday he called me the nanny. He said that I'm going to pay you child support and you're just going to be the nanny for my kids. When I told him, like, I need to try and stay in the district so our kids can keep going to their school, and the neighborhood that we're in is a little bit more expensive, so I need the child support order. And he said, it's not my problem. It's not my problem that you can't afford a place for them to live. In fact, I hope that's how it plays out, because I want the kids to see that you can't support them. I want the kids to see that you can't afford for them to live in a nice place. And I want them to know that they're going to have to go through a hardship because of what you did.
Now she's offended that
I mean, women do this to men all the time. It's so hard to feel bad for her when she made her bed and now she's laying in it. She's like, wait, this isn't comfy. But didn't you make said bed?
It's been putting me under for the last 2 months since I filed. Is really him trying to get me to drop the whole thing. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe he just wants me to drop the whole thing. If I went to him...
Yeah, and then work it out with you like adults. Kind of sounds like a smart move. Sounds like he's being a little bit more mature in this scenario.
And I said, okay, I'm just going to drop the divorce. Got rid of my lawyer and then didn't do anything. I think he'd drop his lawyer and we would just go about life like before. I honestly believe that.
he wants his wife.
I'm sorry, but if you got enough time to sit there and cry in your car, you got enough time to sit there and try to work it out with your husband.
Shots fired!
You're just crying in your car at this point. Come on, baby girl. Like, you got all this time to cry. You got time to have a conversation with him. Clearly, you got a lot to get off your chest.
He doesn't want to not be married anymore. To me. Not because he loves me or anything.
Isn't that crazy how he wants to stay married to you? A nutty concept, I know. He married you and he wants to stay married. Nutty.
Like that. But just because this is a big inconvenience to him. It's a big inconvenience, and he has to do all of these things he doesn't want to do, and all he wants to really do is just go to work, come home, play video games, watch some corn, and nap. And I'm disrupting all of his...
Watch corn? Are you not bucking your husband? You need to be bucking your husband. He watching corn.
...plans with my annoying, irritating divorce. This is very long, but I'm hoping that a woman's going to see me, see what I'm going through, and say to yourself, I don't want to go through that. And it could easily be me, because it could easily be you. I am not special.
You stupid.
I'm not
We can tell.
Shots fired!
special or unique. I'm just a woman. I'm just a woman with 2 kids. What could happen to you, too?
So
I'm just a woman. It could happen to you. Why do women do this? I'm just a woman. I'm just a wee little woman. You're a grown adult. Stop trying to downplay it. You made bad decisions, bruv. It is what it is. Imagine a man getting on social media and just saying, well, I'm just a man. I'm just a man. Doesn't work like that. We don't get the privilege of acting like children on social media. And what's so funny to me is that these women get on social media and make an example of themselves. You don't want to end up like me, do you? Not really. You look kind of dumb.
You stupid.
You look like somebody who's emotionally immature who can't just amend things and have an adult conversation with your husband. But I have seen this common theme. The place where I live now, there's a military base. And a lot of the guys in the military play a lot of video games. Chat, anybody that was in the military or in the military, is that a true stereotype there that a lot of those men play video games? Or maybe it's because their wives are annoying. I don't know. Couldn't tell you if I had to, brother man. I really, really could not. But yeah, I've noticed that. A lot of them play video games. It's weird. Let's jump into the Discord. You guys have put in some clips. I think I've seen that one. Let's pull this one up real quick. What do we got here?
If you went to your parents and you asked them, you said, I have a choice. I can either quit doing all of this tomorrow, right? And go get a job for like 1/10 of this. Or I can continue to do this and send you money. Which one do you think they would ask?
My mom would say, absolutely quit. My dad, he'd be like, oh my God, no, why would you ever quit?
Oh my God, she's probably giving her dad money or something like that. Isn't her dad like a pastor or something?
Your dad would say that?
My dad would say that I send money to my dad so that
exactly. Called it.
he can be comfortable with like
he's
their family.
A pastor?
No, he's not a pastor anymore. They stopped being a pastor when I was like 18.
Okay, but he was, and he retained his faith, right?
Yeah, so that's exactly why. It's because he wants your bags, honey. He wants the money. He's like, my daughter can sell her soul to the devil. I'll just take the cash.
He did.
He must have called Morgan & Morgan.
His daughter, though. I'm not just some stranger. He's like, you know what? If I want her in my life.
Doesn't that make it worse? Like, wouldn't that make it worse?
Not. Don't you have to accept your kids for who they are?
No.
What?
And so what?
No.
So if you had a kid,
he's just okay with like his daughter being pimped out online, bro. That's terrible. And this man was a pastor. That's truly sad, bruv. Truly sad. I'm not even a pastor, and that's a line that I cannot even fathom. Not even fathom that. Chat, if you got a daughter, she doing OF, busting her cheeks wide open. I'm talking about like a nutcracker, getting cracked open, crack those legs like a walnut. Getting her legs straight, split like Moses did the Red Sea. You gonna take the cash? I'm not taking that money.
How about no?
Not taking that money. The one hope that you have, though, is that you would raise her right so she never even went to that. You know what I mean? Like she's 18 and she's like, I'm gonna go start selling my body online. But it's tough these days, dude, because 10% of women from the ages of 18 to 24 are selling their balloon knots on OF. It's sad, brother. It's sad. Those fudge dragons just getting slang. These fudge dragons just getting slang. Is that somebody's chili ring? Getting slang on OS. It's really sad, but you gotta think. Also, there probably wouldn't be that many women on it if there wasn't a lot of men buying the content. That's another problem. The simpidemic, we gotta end it. Stop buying that content. The thing is, dude, Lord forbid you gotta watch it or you feel like you gotta watch it. Dude, there's so much, it's free. Why are you paying for it? You're talking to a bot anyways. You're not talking to her. Oh yeah, I really think she loves me. No. You're not talking to her, bro. It's like there's I think his name is Pablo Francisco. Let's see if I can't find the clip. Cisco. He's talking about going to a strip club, and he's like, "Yeah, she really loves me.
My
she
roommate
really
gets all
loves
the
me."
women though, man. I live with a Chippendales dancer, one of those long-haired guys. You seen those dudes with the long hair? What's going on?
No, that's not it. Here, let's try this.
So what the? It's like dancing.
Dude, this guy is so good back in the day.
You look like a monkey. You look like a monkey. What, you like me? What? You think I'm hot? What's up? What'd you say? You look like a fucking monkey.
He's good. His voices are good too.
Monkey? Monkey, man. I almost got kicked out of there for going. I was doing that. You're dead people just walk in there because it's really dark in there, so you just walk in there, just go. It's like throwing the dancers on. Give it up for Lexus. Come on. Her boyfriend's at the bar watching you give her money right now. She's supporting his crystal meth habit. Come on, right now. What the fuck? Who's doing that? Stop it! This is a... $4 there last night. Shit. No, man, what? Those girls are con artists, man. They'll say anything to get your money. You'll be like, I love pigeons. Right on, pigeons. Yeah. Right on, little pigeons. Hell yeah. You like pigeons? Little ones. She likes pigeons. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I love apples. Green apples! Fuck yeah! Green apples. She likes apples. It's gonna
happen. Dude, I reference this all the time. She likes apples. It's gonna happen. But that's what they do. They feed into your wants and desires, and they try to be like you as much as possible. I don't know if I've ever said this quote, but imitation's the highest form of flattery. So if you see a woman and you're talking to her, you're schmoozing, you're Kool-Aiding, you're cupcaking, as some would say, and she's just like agreeing with you, saying, oh, I really like that too. Imitation's the highest form of flattery. She's trying to be synonymous with your likes and desires and the things you appreciate in an effort to get you to like her. Strippers do this very well. She likes apple. I love apples. It's gonna happen. Like, I'm so glad I found that clip. Anybody ever watched Pablo Francisco? Bro, he's so good. He's old school though. I think he's like early 2000s. When was this? God, yeah, this is 2006. I don't know what happened to him, bro. If you haven't seen a lot of his stand-up, 100% you should go watch it. But Loki, do you like Pablo Francisco? I love him, Papa. He's grand. Whatever, dude. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.